Okay, here we are going to study about the operations with radical expressions. So we will see how to simplify and perform the operations with radical expressions, means how to write the radical expressions without the radical sign, and how to perform the addition, subtraction, multiplication on any expression having under the radical sign. So let's take an example of, for example, here you have 16. Okay, now how can we evaluate this radicand? First of all, understand that try to factor 16. So let's see here, over here, 16. So I know that 6, the last digit of 16, is an even number. So try to divide these numbers by the prime factors, that is 2, 3, 5, 7, and so on. Now try to divide the 16 by 2. So how many times 16 goes in the table of 2? 8 times. Now this 8 goes in the table of 2. How many times? 4 times. Then this 4 goes in the table of 2, 2 times. And now 2 goes in the table of 2, 1 time. So now 1 is the least factor. So now stop factorizing and write all the groups of 2. It means 1, 2, 3, 4. So you write 4 times the 2. Now once it is done, you see, look at the radical sign. Okay, what is the index of this radical? 2. There is nothing written. It means the index is 2. So what you have to do, you have to make a pair of 2. That means here is a pair and here is a pair. So how many? The one pair will come outside. It means for this pair we will write the 2, 1 outside, and for this pair we will write 1, 2 outside. So 2 times 2 gives you 4. I hope that you understood this kind of the question, and if not, let's check one more question. Let's see, here we have 64. Now one thing you know that 8 times 8 64, because you have the index 2, so you can write here 8 times 8 64, make a pair, and 1 8 comes outside. So this is the first method if you know directly what is the square root or what is the perfect square of any number. But if not, let's see what will happen in the other cases. Let's, for example, square root of 128. Okay, try to factor 128. How will you factor? Write the 128. Okay, now 8 is the even number, which is the last digit of 128. Try to factor it with the prime factors. For example, 2. 128 divided by 2 gives you 64. Now 64 divided by 2 gives you 32. Now 32 divided by 2 gives you 16. And 16 divided by 2 gives you 8. And 8 divided by 2 gives you 4. And 4 divided by 2 gives you 2. And then the last thing is that 2 divided by 2 gives you 1. So once it is done, write all the 2's inside the radical sign. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you have 7 2's. 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now what is the index? Index is 2. So just pair them because the index is 2. So how many 2's will come outside? 1, 2 and 3. So 2, 2 and 2, and this 2 left over. So write it inside the radical sign only one time. Now 2 times 2 4 and 4 times 2 8. You can write even in the calculator, and this is your answer. Now let's see the same 128, but what will happen if there is a cubic root? So let's suppose my question is cubic root of 128. Now the first thing, the main thing is that you will factor 128 as we did already before. Then we have 7 2's, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 2's. Now here the index is 3. So you have to group these two into 3. It means 2, 2, 2, 1 group, 2, 2, 2, 1 group. Now how many groups you will bring it out? This is the first group, so 1, 2. This is the second group, so 1, 2. And now what is left? Cubic root of 1, 2 is left inside the radical sign. Then what is the answer? 2 times 2, 4. And here cubic root of 2. So I hope that you understood this kind of example, but if not, let's take one more example where all the concepts will be cleared. So let's see, I have two questions, okay? Question number 1, let's suppose it is 516 and this is fourth root. It means you have to make a group of 4. So first of all, 516, okay, try to factor and always choose the prime factors, as I said, because the prime factors will always give you the correct answers. So what you have to do means 516 divided by 2. What you will get? 258. Again divide by 2. Again divide by 2. So you will get 129. Now do you have any square root of 129 or any table in which 129 goes? I think that we can, here it will go by the table of 3. If it cannot go by the table of 2, so you can think that it might go by the table of 3, and 3 times 43 gives you 129. Now 43 doesn't goes in any of the table, so 43 times 1, 43. So fourth root of 516 you will write 2 times 3 times 43. And you can see that you cannot make the group of any number. So this answer is stay as it is. It means fourth root of 506 cannot be simplified. This is your answer. Let's check cubic root of 81. Now what will happen in this case? Now here you have 81. 81 doesn't goes in the table of 3, but it goes in the table of doesn't goes in the table of 2, but it goes in the table of 3. So 3 times 27 gives you 81. 3 times 9 gives you 27. 3 times 3 gives you 9, and 3 times 1 gives you 3. Now write it down. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. What is the index? The index is 3. So it means you have to make a group of 3. So here one group come outside and cubic root of this 3 left inside. Now if I change the same thing into fourth root of 81, what will happen? So you will write fourth root of 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. Now you have to make a group of 4. So only the 3 comes outside. So this is how we solve the questions if there is a number under the radical sign. So in the next video, we will see that what will happen if there is a variable inside the radical sign.